Yo, 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 yo. Hello, welcome. Let's go. One moment, let me get everything in order. I need the game. There's the game. I need the chat. There's the chat. Yeah, let's go. Welcome. So, in today's stream, we will go first through the new changes that has been made in the newest update on the beta test server. So this is currently on beta, this game account right here. And after we go through all of that, we will switch over to the main game, and I will do a bunch of e-item crafting and a bunch of on dragon farming as well. So a lot of stuff going on. Hey Barrick, yeah, blue name. Make sure to do your job, okay? Alrighty, let's see. Is my face too dark? For some reason, I can't change any settings on my camera. That's seems to bug out. So let's just hope. Well, I don't mind. I can see myself anyway, so that's fine. Hey Mason, hey Swifty, hey Leo, Danas, hello, Orange, hello, hello, greetings to Indonesia. I'm a bit late, yeah, 1 minute late because I linked one more link in the description of this video. I've also linked an image version of the changes of this newest beta change as an image in the description box, so you can check it over there if you want to. I will go through them in stream right now as well. Hey Mike, Halen, hey Mr. Lord. Yeah, the link for beta can be found, let's see, with exclamation mark beta in chat. I will do it right now, so it should give you the link. If the bot is working, let's see. Hey Jeffrey, hey Narayan. Oh yeah, there we go. Double as well. Hey Calypso, hello everyone, welcome. So, gonna turn my music down a little bit. Is the music fine for you? Do you want it louder or quieter? So, changes that has been made. Also, please don't spam beta too much if possible. I forgot to put a cooldown on that, I guess. These are changes that have been made in addition to the previous beta change. This is still the same beta test server that's been going on. And I guess there will be more changes before it eventually goes live. So there might be a lot of more changes to come. So if you haven't watched the previous one, I linked it down in the description as well. The previous live stream where I went through the changes before this one. On earth is this song? There we go. Okay, so changes. Why do you have a guild in beta? Well, the beta, you have to like load up your own account in beta test server, and then you just use it. I can access the guild in like this, but I can't wave because it's a beta test server. But you just upload your personal account in the beta. You can make any changes to your normal account that way, so that's a safe way to access the beta as well. So first change, which is kind of just a minor thing, is that the maximum experience point has been increased from 10 trillion, right, to 100 trillion. So you can get 10 times the experience now before you hit the maximum amount. I guess it's convenient for late game players. It's not going to affect anyone else basically, but you can just stock up more experience points before you have to use them in the old tree. So that's a small kind of user change. Another change is that in the beta right now, every single treasure bow, like a weapon treasure, will, after this update, will give your heroes a critical chance of plus 5%. So before this, right now in the current version of the game, only the Dawn bow gives your heroes a critical chance. So after this one, every single bow will give your hero a critical chance. Even the cursed knife will give your heroes a critical chance. So it's not limited what bow you can use if you want to boost your heroes anymore. So you can kind of play around more with that. If you use Town Archer for damage for some reason, you can most likely use cursed knife. Maybe plain bow in some options, I don't really know. Or if you are just using Town Archers for a crowd control, you could probably use the Frozen Bow after the update for an increased slow duration to enemies. Cannons can't apply this slow, only the Town Archers can. But every bow will give this 5% critical chance, so that's a nice change. That's a nice change, I would say. It's a nice change, because it doesn't limit your options to only using Thorn Bow. Altar of Death or Altar of Sword in late game for farming dragons, most likely Altar of Death is best for you, Mark. If you can survive without the Altar of Healing. So that's a change, the treasures. And then there's changes on the Devil Horn treasure as well. So each level of Devil Horn in this beta will now spawn one less boss. So in current version, we have 2 bosses in here. Now we have 1. And so on. And each version will give less bosses. 1 less boss. And also, the monster power is less in the Devil Horn +4. That was, it's plus 200%. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Plus 200% in current game version, right? So there's a small decrease in there to offset kind of the nerfs that we are getting. Still, we are getting a lot of nerfs, and I will go through them in a moment, and I'm not sure if I like them entirely. So that's also a change. Yeah, it's 200. Okay, thank you, Pompey. Thank you, thank you. So those are the treasure changes. And then what else? I need to check my own image so I don't skip anything. Okay, then we go to the nerfs. Did giants get nerfed even more? Yeah, I'm just coming to that. So nerfs, all across the board. We are getting a lot of nerfs. Starting with slingers, which is translated as a thrower in the image version, if you are looking at that. So after the update, the slinger aura attack speed plus 50% will be changed to plus 40%. So that's a lot less attack speed boost for your human type summon units, which means giants, of course, and also slingers. So their attack speed will also be slower because of this decrease from 50% to 40%. And same goes for Dorothy as well. So this increased summon unit attack speed for non-humanoid units, which also affect Dorothy herself, will be going from plus 50% to plus 40%. So that's a decrease as well. Also a piercing node. Oh, thank you. I forget that one. Let's go back to slingers. So in addition to this nerf to attack speed for slingers, the aura, we also get a nerf to the slinger piercing node. I'm gonna disable myself for a moment. So now this is only 50% in the beta, and in the current game we have 70%, right? So there's a huge decrease in there as well. That affects your slinger's crowd controlling ability as well. That's a nerf. That's a really unfortunate nerf for slingers. I must say I don't really like that one. We'll see if there's changes. Okay, I want to say at this point, I will say it again. After a while, this is in beta. There might be any and all changes before it goes live, and we expect there will be more changes to come before it comes live. So some things might be changed back, or some things might be nerfed even further. We don't know, but this is what we currently have in beta, okay? So don't jump the gun just yet if you feel depressed. Just wait until it's actually going through. Okay, more nerfs. We have more nerfs to come. The piercing node, yeah, that's really unfortunate. Assassin, critical damage debuff. This will be nerfed as well, from plus 300% to plus 200%. So that kind of affects Dark Assassin as well, and also every single hero he buffs with these critical buffs. So that's also a nerf. Getting a lot of nerfs here, yeah. Nerf this, dude. And that's not all. We have more nerfs to come. Let's see what's next on the list. So next on the list we have giants. I'm gonna skip giants. I'm gonna save them to be the last one. Someone remind me so that I don't forget about giants, because they deserve. We have the Night series, and in here we will have a little bit increased attack speed, but that will also that's a boost. The attack speed will be increased a little bit, but because we get less attack speed from slingers, we will actually be getting less attack speed after the update, and also we will be getting a shorter duration for the summons in for paladins, and this will be same for giants as well. So they will be on the field for a shorter period of time. What else? Okay. Lowered attack speed? Or what, Barrick? Paladins are supposed to go from 0.6 to 0.75. In the patch notes, it's from 0.6 to 0.75. Isn't that an increase? Hey Maddie, welcome! I was wondering if you were able to join. How are you holding up in your meetings today? Yeah, less summon time, yeah. Devil Horn will be harder in general with physical summon build. I will address that in a moment as well. If I use my original account in Crowcast and replaced in beta, doesn't that make me... No, you load up your normal account into the beta. It just like kind of makes a copy of your account into the beta test server, and it's just stays in there. It won't make any changes to your normal account. It won't affect your normal account in any way, so you can do that and test stuff in the beta that way. Oh, it's attacks from... Oh, every 0.75 second. Okay, so my bad. Yeah, that's true. So it's a decrease. Okay. Thank you, Barik. Thank you. So never mind, we are not getting increased attack speed, we are getting decreased attack speed. So no more nerfs. And do we address giants now or after the rest of the units? Let's address giants now. Okay. So also giants. Previously we got a decreased damage per hit for giants. And now it's gonna be also a shortened duration for giants. So summon duration will be shorter for giants after the update. In the beta, if there's no changes to be made. And also the damage aura, this one, will go from plus 50% to plus 25%. So that's a huge decrease as well to all our human type summon units. So nerfs all across the board. Giants are taking a really, like a huge hit in this beta. So in general, that's a huge nerf. I will show a wave in a moment. I will show how my build runs in this beta with no changes to it in one moment. Phasmophobia stream, David. We will see. I promise we will see. It's not. This is a beta. This is interesting. This is very exciting. Maddie, I've been just fine today, trying to get my head around this beta changes, whether I like them or not. A lot of these are not pleasant changes. Okay, so also we are getting even less at a movement speed for our summoned units in the summon skill tree. So in here, again, you can see behind me, let me disable myself. So these are in current game version, these movement speed nodes, these like food nodes over here. These are plus 10% per node, so you will get a lot of movement speed for your summon units, which is really important for giants. And in previous beta, they were changed to 5%, and now they are changed to 2.5%. And also, these summoned damage nodes are changed from 5 to 2%, so that's a nerf as well. And that results in giants being extremely slow. In my normal game version, I currently have like 3.0 something attacks per second for my giants. So they have significantly less attack speed in beta. Also, the movement speed for giants, because of all the buffs for Angel Aura and all the nodes in the summon skill tree, in current game version is 180%. And in beta, it's 70% increased movement speed. So that's a huge nerf. That's like an absolutely huge, this giant nerf, if you will. Hehe. Wow. That's a lot of nerfs. There's a lot of nerfs for giants. So everything, they're also weaker because they hit less, they stay on the field less. The aura is smaller, so everything they hit, they are just nerfed. My favorite unit in the game, and they are nerfed to the ground. Literally. Nathaniel, you will not get banned if you load up your account in the beta. I will never understand why the default move for developers is to nerf things that are strong. Why not buff things that are weak? I agree. I mean, I get giants are absolutely overpowered in the game right now. I do get that, but this is just making them like garbage. Is it too hard to find the balance? I guess it is hard to find the perfect balance, but this is just a bit too much. What about Mad Giants? Well, Mad Giants might actually be better now after this one, because they will only last 2 seconds less than Stone Giants after the update, and they will have increased damage, so that might just be a better version app to be used. But still, they are absolutely nerfed. Even no matter which promotion. We can test both promotions in a moment. But I will go through the rest of the changes before that. There are some heroes that are getting buffs, but I don't know if they are getting enough buffs to be useful. And there's also more nerfs, I guess. There's a increase to the Dark Lightning. Let's see if I can find an option where I don't have any items. Let's just, I don't know what these are. Let's take them off. Oh, this one, right. Okay. The cooldown will be increased. My cooldown is, of course, lower now because of all my CDs. So base cooldown for lightning mates will be increased from 20 to 25 seconds. So that's a nerf. The damage will be changed. This should be 500% in current game version, right? So this is a nerf as well. It's now 400. I don't know why. But the patch note says that he can now attack up to 2 lines with increased range in skill 3, including Thor. I'm not sure what that means. Does it mean that he can like hit the same enemy twice? Just like Thor. I thought that was already possible. Maybe I was wrong. I'm not completely sure. I got a question. I saw you farming dragons without clicking the buttons to identify. Is there some sort of hotkeys? Yeah. Galaxy Blade, those are hotkeys. I will link the video in the chat right now. That will explain also the hotkeys as well if you're interested in that one. It should go, the bot should give us the link in a moment, maybe? Yeah, there we go. The link is in the chat right now for hotkeys. So that's a nerf. Then we have Dark Fire Wizard. Let's see if we have something, no items again. So damage will go from 600 to 500, but the summon of the Ceres will hit 2 times instead of 1. So we have 1 hit of 600% damage in the current game version, and in beta it's 2 times 500%. So that should be an increase, right? I haven't tested Dark Fire Wizard because fire is not something we are really running. So I don't know if it's enough for him to be used. Hey Arkhale, well I've been testing Lightning build, yeah. I might be able to show it in a moment, maybe, but we will go first through everything in here. Also, welcome. I'm sorry, I will probably miss a lot of comments. I will try to go through these because I'm really bad at multitasking. My concentration is like ba 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 ba. Oh hey, look a cat. So let's go through the rest of the changes. So that's a buff, right? But also the cooldown will be increased from 20 seconds space to 25 seconds, so that's also a nerf, so that's a mixed one. I guess that results in a buff. Then we have Voodoo, which is most likely still useless, but Voodoo will get... Do we have an option where I don't have any items? Let's go to the base version, so... This one will be, I mean, this will be the same, but on a very low level Voodoo, the damage will be a little bit higher than normally, so that doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't help. And Calypso is just saying he's testing Voodoo and he is pretty bad, so he's still bad, okay. And the damage time changed from 5 seconds to 3 seconds, so that's a good thing, that's a buff. Because the faster you do the damage, the faster you can kill the enemies. And damage over time in this game is just not that great. Because we have to, in waves, for example, we have to kill the enemies fast because they are storming towards your castle. You don't want them to take damage, like, casually over 15 seconds. That's just never gonna work. So lower duration for poison is better. So this is a little bit of an upgrade over here, but I guess he will still suck, so I don't expect to be using Voodoo even after this one. Was anyone using Voodoo? Not really, I guess. Not really. No. Off topic, but why don't they just rework it? What do you mean, Monkey? The whole game or what? Rework is hard, that is true, that is true. There was a hacker in Helmo, did he get... They usually get banned before the season ends, so they don't get to benefit from being there at leaderboards. I didn't check the leaderboards personally, but they usually get banned before the end of the season. Always. Okay, so Voodoo, slight buff, but not enough to offset him being bad. Then on Smith, let's go. I don't have a Smith in my build right now, so I have to scroll through here. This is a promotion of Stos, which I don't even have. Well, okay. Will be changed that it will no longer give you any MP, but instead it will give you 30% of your max HP with half the cooldown than what you have on your Smith 2. So this is 60% of HP, and this one is 30% of HP with half the cooldown. So I haven't been testing too much. Maybe it's useful in Infinite Colony. Depends on your overall setup, I guess. Maybe I haven't tested in waves, so I don't know. It's just so we have an option of more heal with longer cooldown or less heal with less cooldown that you can choose from, but no more MP regeneration from Stos. Stos is just hard, yeah. I wonder why we have to like remove the MP. Why can't we get a little bit MP? But hey, I don't make the rules. I just try to live by them. Hey Andre, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Been a long while. Do we have something else? Yeah, we have Succubus. So Succubus is getting some buffs as well. First of all, we are getting some skill tree changes. So we are getting some... Let's go to the skill tree. Where's the poison skill tree? So there's some new nodes over here. These don't exist in the current game, right? I'm terrible at using Succubus, so this chain have like increased slashing claws damage. You can see them from behind my back again. One moment, there we go. So we have increased slashing claws damage, 50% chance to attack again, and also increased slashing claws damage. Chilling, yeah, we are chilling as well, trying to not lose our temper with these nerfs, you know? I love giants, and I just absolutely hate they are getting nerfed. I guess that's the buffs, really. There's nothing else. There's some changes to how military band female and military band orc jumps work, so basically they will be... The military band orc will be able to be used more often. So that helps the pay-to-win players who are using time out of battle. And Succubus gets a basic attack, yeah, of course, sorry. So he will also be able to like hit enemies instantly, like Zeus for example, no projectiles, no anything, he just stands over the castle and hits enemies instantly, so possibly a poison hero that could be used, pretty decent damage, with increased critical damage plus 150% and all of the updates. But that would require you to anyway have Poison Tree, so that you could even think of using Succubus. And if you are using... Well, if you think of physical summon build, you kinda get Poison Tree very late game. I'm barely there myself on 7 million waves. If we think about something else, there's still quite a long while before you can go there, so not something you can use in early game. Unless you start with Poison Tree, and I don't think that's really a viable option. Looks like Poison type Bowmaster, kinda, but Bowmaster has the projectiles, and Succubus attacks like instantly. Also, he can still charm enemies, so it's a bit different. We kinda need a poison... Well, we have Sarah, but we kinda need a poison promotion for Bowmaster as well. And I would also love if these Bowmaster nodes would be transferred away from the physical tree, now that we have also other options like the lightning promotion. But I guess that's the nerfs and the changes, so very little actual upgrades for anything, and a lot of nerfs. Again, all of this as an image version will be in the description box of this video if you wanna read them yourself and maybe save it for yourself. It's translated with a Google Translate, so there might be some translation issues over there. With all these nerfs, would a lightning build be a little better than physical, just an option? Now that we have gone through all the changes, I will say this again. These are still in beta, so anything and everything might change before it comes live. But if things go live as it is right now, it most likely means Physical Summon will no longer be the best build to use, and I think the best version, like option for new players, will be Lightning. Most likely, but again, we don't want to do like any real... We can't really do new guides or new calls to action before we actually get the game in the current game version, because anything might change again. And there's been no buffs really to Lightning, so Lightning is still... has been kind of viable option, and most likely will be the option we have to use maybe. If this update goes through like this, I hope we get a little bit more like balance to Giants before it goes live, because I would love to keep on using Giants. They're my favorite unit. I don't need them to be super overpowered, but they are my favorite unit in the game. I absolutely love them, so we'll see. Military Band female and Military Band Orc got changes as well. Yes, they got changes in a way that if you use them, like if you do time auto battle, you can use an automatically skips for Orc Band and Military Band female, and they got changes that Military Band female will now always be a plus 40% chance jump. This was previously higher if you were on lower wave level, so now it's just always... No, sorry. This was lower if you were on higher wave level than 40%, right? But I think it was higher also if you were in very, very early game. It should be like, after 100,000 waves, it will be 40%. And that's it, it won't go lower than this one before. I don't think many of us have ever used Military Band female for this, before this update, so it's kind of new ground to cover in there. And also, like, the Orc Band will be able to activate more often. Cooldown is only 4 waves in this update, so if you're using Time Auto Battle, you will be able to automatically skip with Orc Band more often. Or if you do them manually, of course, that's also an option. But basically, it helps those who want to use Time Auto Battle to be a little bit more like... It's a pay-to-win thing, ultimately. That one. Dark Assassin, do you think Dark Assassin is still OP with the nerf? I think Dark Assassin is very strong even with the nerf. Like, it's a nerf and it hits hard, but it's still very strong. Dark Assassin is still a very strong unit to be used, I would say. Military Band needs a better role. She's pretty much useless still. Well, I guess her role now is like to be that gimmick that if you are strong enough, you can run both Orc Band and Military Band and do automatic jumps with Time Auto Battle. So if you are like... if you are pay to win, you have insane ratios, you have insane levels for units, you have so much gold that you can actually do that. I don't think... most likely I cannot do that on my build, or with my gold that I have. I haven't been testing too much on the skips just yet. I've been just trying to test, like, you know, waving in general and doing dragons in general, everything like that. So I haven't really touched Military Band female just yet, but I guess she's like that last milestone if you want to have your maximum build, if you are super overpowered, you know. And I'm sure many people can run it. Many people have a lot more gold power, like higher races than I do, for example, or many of us do, so it becomes, or have better items, so it becomes an option for them. 60% MP on another wave skip for Military Band female is insanely high too. That is true, but also you can just use like items on your military. Do you have any items on anywhere? I don't know why these items are here. For example, here, just minus 20% MP cost for Military Band, and she instantly goes from 60% to 39%. So you can lower that one pretty easily with MP cost reduction items or runes. So that's not gonna be an issue if you are otherwise able to run Military Band female. You can just use... I think just using 4 MP cost runes will be enough to make this line, the MP cost to go low enough so that you can like confidently use it without any issues. Is there for the flex then? Yeah, that's true. Lightning Mates was just nerfed a little bit, I think. Well, I'm having a little bit of a struggle to understand what exactly was made the Lightning Mates. But the damage and cooldown was nerfed. But I guess he can just hit enemies twice now, so that's a buff. It feels bad to keep leveling giants right now, feels like burning gold. Kinda, but we have to, like, if we change meta from physical summon to something else, we have to reset them anyway. So it doesn't matter if you reset them on level 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, it won't matter. And most likely it will still take weeks before we get this update to live server, so I will keep on upgrading my giants as usual before that happens. Because we will be getting reset tickets with this update. I want to say this now for everyone. If you have the chance to get at least one unit over level 10,000, one hero over level 10,000 before this update, do it. Because if you have at least one hero on at least level, I think you need to have it on level 10,001, so one level over the 10,000, you will be getting a free reset tickets which you can use to reset your heroes in the game. If you don't have any units over level 10,000, then you won't be getting any because he thinks you won't be needing any. But if you can, just level one unit, one level over 10,000 if you can. We still have time, I would say probably weeks, so we still have a lot of time to do that. And I'm gonna show this is my current build that I can run on the main version of the game. Which I should have running somewhere, yeah, just making sure. And this goes on and on and on with Gold Oil Battle, like maybe one random defeat every few hours, but it never stops. So I can run this without having a smith in my build. I have bishop in here instead of smith, so I will show you now how does this look like in the beta. So no changes, the same build, same treasures, highest level Devin Horn, same items, same levels, everything is the same, except that in beta I have more skill points. So I have also this fire sword node over here, so I get a little bit more damage from there than what I get in the current game version. Otherwise the same skill tree as well. Welcome back, welcome back. 5-second decrease on Dragon is, yeah, it is. But also the nerf Giants is just... I'm not getting faster Dragon farming in beta than on current server because of the nerfs. So the 5 seconds chest is nice, but also the nerfs are not nice. So let's see. This is the same build that I'm using right now in my normal way. Let's see how this runs on Gold Oil Battle. With altar, no healer, and there we go. Let's see what happens. Din 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 din. It doesn't look very good. For some reason, the altar didn't even activate, but yeah, that's a defeat. Okay, let's do another one. So this is my build, my exactly same build I use in current game version right now, with these nerfs. Mainly the nerf to Giants. That's horrible. That's absolutely... Giants are crippled, like... They could... I don't know, they should have a wheelchair right now or something, because they just can't move. And they can't... They are weak, they are slow. Ground is getting smashed, yeah. Ground is having... So here are the results. Giants. If you watched my previous video, for example, about the Dark Assassin, Giants were the absolute #1 unit. So now they are in here, like, barely even with Dark Assassin over here, and #3 over here, so... It's a huge nerf. It's absolutely huge nerf to Giants in here. So the build I can run now just fine, no issues. Looks like this in beta, in current beta, the physical summon. So if nothing happens to boost Giants a little bit, or the physical summon, then physical summon will be in big trouble when this update goes live. And I guess Lightning will be the most reasonable option after this one, if everything goes through. Again, it's still in beta, anything might happen, so can't really say for sure. It looks like Lightning will be what we want to use in early game at least. Let's see if we can... Okay, let's change to Mad Giants. Does it make any difference? No, they will have only 2 seconds less duration, but 80% more damage per hit. Let's see if this makes any difference. Let's do a little bit of experimenting, right? Let's see how this goes. Well, it looks terrible still. The ground is just getting through. Yeah. Ouch. Early game as in when you start the game. If we have this, because we have to pick one path, right, in the beginning. You don't have an option to do this in early game. You have to pick one path, and I guess if these nerfs go through like this, lightning is probably the path you want to start with, most likely. Summon is just so nerfed, I don't think summon will be available. Others, I don't know, yeah. You can kinda run physical build in the beginning without giants. That's not an option because you have Bowmaster, you have Sniper to kill everything basically, but eventually, because you don't have giants, the physical will be just crippled at that point. If in a very early game, I think physical is still like, it's an option. It's just not nearly as strong as before, and won't be able to run higher level Devil Horns. Like, probably at all, I guess. But also, like I said, even in the first level of Devil Horn, they will only be +1 boss monster now instead of +2, so it will be easier to run the first level of Devil Horn than it was before. So that also helps early game players, I guess. That also helps running auto elementals than just physical summon, because the main problem has been boss monsters, really. For example, for Lightning for a long time. Lightning does great damage to normal monster, but it's been struggling with boss monsters, so. Okay, let's do another. What do we put in this build? Let's use Smith, I guess. If we need healing, can we do this? I've been running. Like this is the build I've been running previously for a long time before I switched to no healer build. So let's try this one. How does it go with the Mad Giants? Ready to join another push protest? Save Giants? Oh yeah, I'm in. I want to save Giants. I don't want them to go. I've been enjoying them so much. Absolutely. Count me in. What about Devil Horn 3? What do you mean, Bane? Like, do you mean the changes, or can I run it? Oh, just to see if it works. Okay, let's do. There's also one less boss monsters in Devil Horn 3. The same monster power and zombies are the same as in current game version, but there's one less boss than what we currently have. Let's see how this will go. I really hope I can win this one. Ice Wizard? Yeah, let's put in Ice Wizard next. So, yeah. Well, of course, Devil Horn +3 is so much easier. Yeah, I can run that, but I don't want to drop from Devil Horn +4 to Devil Horn +3. I don't want to drop. I want to be able to run the same Devil Horn as previously. So this is how the results look like on a wave that we actually win. Dark Assassin as the number 1, Bowmaster as the number 2, and keep in mind, Giants are here in 3rd place, and Giants on my account are 435,000. Assassin is 303,000. There's over 100,000 level difference in there, and Bowmaster is at 358,000, so there's a huge difference in levels, and still, they are just 3rd. In bosses, they still do, well, approximately same in here than Bowmaster, but still, they can't move, they can't hit. Sucks. Date of the update? We don't know. We don't. I guess still it will still take weeks. Most likely it will take weeks. Okay, let's do. So let's replace Rogue with Dark Ice Wizard, I guess. Let's put the Static Orb on Slingers. So usually having a Dark Ice Wizard is great for your crowd control. So let's see if we can run this. I have now the highest level Devil Horn. So the same build as settings that I use in my current game version. So let's see how this goes. I don't have an orb on my Ice Wizard, but that shouldn't make a huge difference. I could use any orb on there, basically, but we will also be able to get orbs on Pure Wizard and Necromancer and the Military Band after the update, so that will help a little bit, but there's not really much help coming from there, so they won't make a huge difference. Okay, we actually won with this setup. So that's nice, but still, Giants are barely under Dark Assassin over here. You lose pretty quick HP because of skill 3. Castle can't hold long. Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. But right now it is. We are taking a lot of damage from monsters. That's also what's really hurting us in here. So let's see if we can win another one. I think the nerf on slingers plays a big role as well, why it's so hard to run Devil Horn Plus. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we won again. Okay, so it works, at least, barely, this way. Yeah, the slinger nerf in the summon skill 3, the piercing node, from 70% to 50%, that's a huge decrease to our crowd controls. That's a huge nerf as well. It will make everything harder. But seems like with this setup, I can run it. No idea about, let's do another one, about my waves per hour. But hey, okay, it works. That's at least fine. So it's an option. Doesn't make physical summon completely obsolete with this nerfs. But it looks a little bit scary. It does look a little bit scary. That's a huge drop in HP. Ugh, that's a barely win. But it does work. But still, this hurts me so much, seeing this. Giants not on number 1. That's a huge nerf. And again, I've been able to run it without the Dark Ice Wizard previously. So if you are barely able to run Devil Horn plus 4 with Dark Ice Wizard right now, I guess you will be struggling with this update. We'll be coming home to a lot of death screens? Most likely, yes. Most likely, yes. I'm actually gonna let this run after stream and see how it goes. So I'm not gonna be making more changes to this right now, I think. And see just if it's even barely stable. One thing that's good in this beta is that... okay, I'm gonna disable myself again. In the previous beta, before this changes, this increased damage from summon only once node, so this one over here, was removed. But in this beta version, it's back again, so if we use summons with summon only once, if we can keep on using them, this will be at least the one good thing in this beta right now, I guess. Dark Elf. My Dark Elf is very low level, so it shouldn't be able to hold. I could level it, but... well, Dark Ice Wizard will be better than using a Dark Elf in here. I can't really drop anyone else. I could drop, of course, a gold hero, but I don't want to drop a gold hero from gold build because I want to be able to actually make a profit. But I haven't tested too much on a low level account. I will also do that as well as soon as I have time, so probably like tomorrow or day after. Can you try Devil Horn 4 with someone only once? Okay, we will try. Let's get... we have to take something off to be able to do that. Let's see if I take some MP cost reductions off, if that's gonna be enough or not. So let's do a test with someone only once. Let's see how this goes. Did you try running a lightning build? I did try. I can maybe show it. Okay, yeah, that's just not gonna work because the problem is that with summon only once you can only have one stack of summons, and with low cooldown, for example, that I have 5.7 second Smith Pure Wizard, I will have up to 3 sets, at least 2 sets basically constantly on the field of the same summon, and like up to 3 in some cases. At least I had before summon duration nerf for Giants. Let's put these back in for now. Okay, so I'm gonna let that run off stream in a moment. Did I miss something? the update goes live with these nerfs, you will have to change your guide. Most likely, yeah. At that point, I probably have to make new build videos. But again, I won't be making any until we actually get an update that we know what we are getting. At wave 3900 currently, enjoying the game. However, I can't kill the Sin Dragon yet. What wave do you think it's normal to slay Sin Dragon? I have been suggesting previously that you wanna start killing Sin once your main damage dealers, so currently Giants, Bowmaster, and then Edward and Sniper, once at least a couple of them are at least on level 1000. And then that's when you can start off really thinking of killing Sin reasonably fast. So if you are not there yet, which I doubt you are on that wave level, just keep on waving for now until you have at least someone on level 1000. Forgot one HP node. Oh, this one. Thank you. Okay, Mason, have fun with your dog. See you next time. Thank you for joining in. Poison Voodoo for crowd control? I don't really see that could work. Is Defender good? Defender is an okay option if you can have 13 hero slot in wave build, for example, in early game. And it's very useful in, for example, colony builds. So yeah, it's a good hero. Not the most necessary one in your waving build, but for example, colony builds is very good hero. Let's see if I can make a switch. Let's see. Where's my other blue stacks? There we go. Okay, so this is the current main game right now, but let's see. I'm gonna cancel that wave. Let's see if I have the other beta over here. Let's see if this wants to work. Like, this is something I was just playing around with. So this is still a beta. You can see it in here because the level up is free in beta. This is still in beta. I'm gonna close the other blue stacks right now. Yeah. So let's see if this works. This is something I was... Okay, this is just a test. So I want to say this is not necessarily what I will be running if these changes go through like this. But this is like a full lightning build. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome, welcome. So, full lightning build with without a healer. Let's see if that runs or not. With Zeus, Lightning Archer, Thor, and Dark Assassin as the main damage dealers for this build. And again, I do have a Dark Ice Wizard in here as well, so that's also kind of the same as the physical summon we just saw. Fire Slingers, yeah, I also made some changes to the skill tree over here, so I should reset the whole skill tree, but I was too lazy to do it, so I was just testing around if I can do something with this. So I should instead start from the Lightning and reset these nodes. These are useless in here. But I do have the increased attack speed nodes over here for fire. That's why I have Fire Slingers. Usually you want physical slingers because you have the physical skill tree attack speed increases. It's the same treasures, except again, I'm not sure this is worth it for me, but just for the test, I have the Frozen Bow because it gives you a slow of 3 seconds for your Town Archers. That's why I have one set of Town Archers over here. They are not doing any damage, but only Town Archers can proc the slow from the Frozen Bow. The cannons cannot use the slow effect, so that's why I just throw it in there to test. Again, I will probably change a lot from this if I start using this, but this is a test. Okay, it's a test. And I switch over to the Lightning base over here, and I switch my Monster Lab to Lightning. So, Dark Skeleton is just here because I had a Bishop in here previously. I might test Bishop as well. But Dark Skeleton is here because of this one skill node over here. This is not something you want to do in early game, so you don't want to have Dark Skeleton. So Pointed Point increases the critical chance of all heroes by 5%. we can see the text. Whatever. Okay. So that's the reason, so that I can get more critical chance for my heroes. So it's a test if I can get more power like that. Is Giant still good after nerf? We just went through that. You can also check video like 10 minutes before this point and see for yourself. Definitely a lot weaker. So let's see if we can run this. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something. Maybe not. Okay, let's see how horrible this will be. Have you tried running static teleport angels? I have not. But I still believe static slingers should be better in this case. Okay, this is really looking shaky. This is not looking too great at all. I wonder if I did some changes that I didn't account for before doing this. Well, the bosses die before they kinda reach my castle, so that's fine. Again, there's some changes I have to make in here. That's right. Lightning Wizards, Windy, or Succubus instead of Darkscale. That would require more gold to level those units to actually deal something. Darkscale is level 10,000 because he's not supposed to be doing any damage. So I can just put in more damage dealers because I won't have enough gold to level up those damage. I barely have enough gold to run this right here, right now. I might change some ratios of my units, but... Well, we are winning. Not too proud of these wins, I guess, but we are winning. The bosses die pretty fast in here, so... this is not a Tanachi build, no. This is a full Lightning build. I will show the damage dealers after this wave, if we win this one. I can swear this looked better when I was doing this off-stream testing, so maybe I changed something that I don't remember anymore. That was an altar activation. Yeah, that was very close, so yeah, it's definitely not super stable. I don't know if I changed something. Either way, might be an option, but I would love to keep on using physical summon if possible, so... Okay, battle results, yeah. For me, that is Zeus is... I have very nice items for Zeus. He is the main damage dealer over here, right now. Followed by Dark Assassin, like he is the number 1 in my build currently in main game. As well. Easy, not even close. Again, we can try probably just having a Smith over here. As well. Where the hell is Smith? There is Smith. So let's see how that goes. Better build for Zeus, the left promotion is used for damage. I did have all skill points in Lightning Tree, did I? And the Hammer Don't? I have to check, because I'm not sure. Okay, that was pretty nice wave. Yeah, I basically have, yeah. Yeah, my Zeus... Okay, again, these are for testing. I might change. But I have a triple critical cooldown skill level. Hammer. And what you really want for Zeus is Thunderbolt +2. And for accessory, also triple critical, no cooldown skill, unfortunately. And I don't mind these own bonus golds, don't mind them, just testing. Burgat, cat, Burgat. So, I have a lot of critical damage for Zeus. So even without the Orb of Luck, I have a 78% critical chance in here without Sharp Arrow or anything like that. So it's a pretty decent item set for Zeus, I guess, at this point. So, I don't know. Again, don't take this for granted. Yeah, those are pretty insane items. Yeah, this is basically running the same amount of gold that I have on my main account right now. Okay, so I Succubus damage. Currently with this set I don't have enough points to go full poison, yeah, so I will have to do a lot of more changes. I can try later on with Succubus as well. But I don't think, for example, that I could run Rogue in here as a gold hero. But do we take Dorothy off or Ice Wizard off? let's try taking Dorothy off. Just for the test, let's put Rogue in here, and you wanna put Rogue in on the top row over here instead of Ice Wizard usually, but I just wanna test quickly how this goes. How many extra skill points you got in? I think I got 9 skill points extra in beta than what I currently have in the main game version. I think 9, yes. Well, we can run that, okay. That's a bonus. That's a bonus. Let's do another one. Dorothy was there for extra crowd control and poison buff for enemies, and also for extra damage from having a witch in the build. Again, this is looking quite shaky, but it's I guess it's running right now. Okay, we won again. Not great, not terrible, I guess. Most likely won't run exactly this. I also don't have the rope nodes over there, so that's a little... I could refund the switch nodes over here if I don't run Dorothy and take the rope nodes. That's not the issue, but yeah. Flat cooldown lines for use for more bolts. Well, I kinda have the quick charge. Well, Thunderbolt is max already, so 3 seconds is the max, so there won't be a difference in there. And quick charge, I have it like up and running most of the time, I think, with my cooldown. I have 5.8 actually in here. There's some changes. One cooldown line less than in my physical command build, so a little bit less cooldown on my PoE side actually. What emulator are you using? I'm using BlueStacks. BlueStacks. I also have a video about that Mario for you. I will link it in the chat. The bot will give you a link to the video in a moment, if you want to watch that one. Helps you set everything up, including hotkeys for farming, for example. All lightning heroes, turret leader, and lightning cannon is my go for waving with wordless coin +3. Yeah, lightning cannon is something, yeah, I could run in here, but it will do absolutely nothing. I can actually try. Like, my lightning castle, if you meant this one, is actually much higher than you are recommended to go for. Let's see if it does anything during a wave, with the increased chain lightnings from Thor as well. Yikes, that looks... Did I make some other change? Because now we are losing. We are losing bad wave. But you can see it's over there. 0%, so it's absolutely doing nothing. Is physical summon still meta or not? For now it is, at least. We don't, because this is in beta. We don't know yet, but if everything goes through like it, we at least will have alternatives for physical summon. That's what most likely will happen. Either be physical or lightning after update. Possibly. I mean, we might get more buffs, so maybe we will see a fire meta. Who knows? It could be an option. With some buffs there. The patch note says that there's upgrades for Bazooka Man, so Mechram, Goblin, Deep Assassin, Alchemist, and Golem Master. That those were scheduled for the beta, but they were not changed in this beta, so we might be getting some changes to them as well, which means we might still be getting something else to what we currently have right now. But this is what we right now have, at least. How much gold did you make when you won? 4.1. Approximately like 4.1. There you go. Welcome back, Mason. And for me, it goes 3.5. Start the wave. Alchemist don't nerf. I guess we might be getting, hopefully, buffs for Alchemist. I mean, why nerf the gold? I mean, yeah, nerf the gold and people will have to buy more auto battle time. Let's not give him any ideas like that. Wow, that's a barely one wave. That's not stable. That's not what a stable build looks like. That's don't no. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Golem is garbage. Yeah, it is. My shoes stats are in here, if you're interested. A neon. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the game, the normal game version right now. I wanna do some item crafting. I have saved a lot of dust and also some bone dragon farming as well. So this video will stay as a, this stream will stay as a video after this one, so that if you wanna rewatch anything in the beta, you will be able to do it after the stream as well. So let's switch over. I guess the game crashed. To the main game right now. So let's disable that text one box over there. And now this is not a beta anymore. This is my current game version. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can still run this build over here, if something happens while we were doing. If we are getting lag or something, that might explain why we are struggling so bad in the beta. So this is the current physical summon no healer build I am running in a normal game version right now. And you can instantly see it's running much more smoothly than what we did in the beta, right? That was not a great wave, let's do another one. But you can see the difference in here. Back to strong giants. Ah, finally back to the real world. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to that dream world. Never. Nixon, you will want to use a free auto battle build, basically starting from your wave. The current meta is in this video that I will link in the chat right now. So this is what my normal battle results look like. Giants, please, please, please stay relevant, please. You have some MP. Did I have MP issues? I didn't even notice. Don't know Chinese? What do you mean? Is Fave 10k still early game? Yeah, 10k waves is still pretty early game. Yes. Okay, since we are now in here, I have almost 200 red dust, so I'm gonna craft a bunch of weapons. I want a DCD Aigu staff for my pure wizard. Like, if I can get that, even with nerfs, my life will be much easier, so I want that. General discussion in my Discord. Yeah, the site is in Korean, and if you are using Google Chrome, for example, David, you probably have an option to translate with Google Translate, automatically translate the page. If you just want to see the patch notes translated with the translator, you can check the description box of this video. I made an image and linked it over there, so you can read. But the game developer is Korean, and that site is also in Korean by default, so it's a bit hard to access. Alrighty. I'm gonna be making only weapons, because it's basically the only thing I want right now. Well, there's a couple of items I want, but mainly I want a double cooldown item quality staff. I predict this will be not the final versions of the changes. I think if a bunch of people lose this much power and have to drop their own levels, people will leave the game. We will see how much opposition this will get. But I guess it won't affect pay-to-win players that much. They can just switch to other build and use it just fine. So I don't know how much they will care about it and how much other people... We will have to see. I hope we will get some... Again, I want stuff to be balanced, like fairly balanced. Of course, there can be a meta build, but everything should be like relatively possible to run. That's what I would like to see. Open strange boxes? No, I won't. I hate opening strange boxes. Do I have a lot of strange boxes? Only 40. Okay, let's open one. Yay. There you go, Barrick. You are welcome. When is the update? We don't have a date yet. I would guess weeks. Would Tony be best leader for gold? Tony gives a very small amount of gold, so Tony should never be used for gold. But instead, if you need to temporarily stack more crystals, like for example in here I have 99 white crystals because I temporarily equipped Crystal Bundle Treasure and Tony in my build and kept on waving in advance for the stream. So that's a way that you can stock up on 99 white crystals. I think it's very discouraging to have the drop from Devil Horn 4 to Devil Horn 3. That is true. That is true. I do agree, and I would hate to have to do that. Even just dropping the horn from my build, I would hate to do that. But we will have to see. We will have to see. Okay. Like what, 15 E items? Are you ready? Let's do this. Let's get the DC Daigu stuff. And you can say you were here when that happened. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. First one. Is a very, very bad item. Defense heal, not gonna be needing that. Summon time is just, we are not gonna be needing that. Stun and cooldown are not terrible lines for crowd control, but these two lines I'm not gonna be keeping. 50-50, you get the DC Daigu, thank you. DC Daigu Bow, oh Leo. You will be so banned if that happens. Wow. Physical, lightning and critical damage sword on a perfect gold. A perfect gold is as useless or even more useless than Mimic Chance, but we hate Mimic Chance, so I'm gonna say Mimic Chance is even worse than Perfect Gold. Definitely not gonna be keeping that one. Let's go. Knockback chance, +1 summon unit and critical chance. If this had a cooldown skill level +1 line, it could be useful for knockback and summon unit. For slingers, for example. But with Poison Mastery, I'm not gonna be needing it personally myself. And also, critical chance and +1 summon unit, these are two best lines for giants currently. So you could also use it in there as well if you don't have a better one, but I obviously do, so screw that item. Let's do another one. Arthur Reigns. We're getting completely useless E-lines. Absolutely completely useless E-lines again. Sun chance, cooldown. Yeah, no. Not gonna be keeping this one either. What, that was the fourth item? Let's go again get the fifth one. The first cooldown skill level +1 item of the day, which is a great thing. I will... Will I keep this particular item? It has a critical chance line, which is a great line. Flat damage is completely useless, and damage reduction... I guess it would work on Dorothy perhaps, but you would also want crowd control lines on Dorothy, and I have a CDE stack for Dorothy. I will keep it for the CDE line, just in case I need it. If you don't have a lot of cooldown skill level, always keep those lines. I will most likely end up deleting that one. It was not a great item otherwise. You have bad luck today? Today, like any other day as well. Okay, let's go. Hero Helmet item? Possibly. What does damage reduction line mean? It means that the unit that it's equipped on will take less damage from the enemies. So, for example, that's why it's a very preferred line for Angels, because Angels will take less damage from enemy hits if they have the damage reduction line, which makes them like be able to tank more. That stuff could be good for Thanos Helmut for Solar because of damage reduction. I think I have damage reduction on my Thanos Helmut build on Solar, and she just still gets absolutely destroyed. Very early game. I just can't keep her alive. Absolutely cannot. Defense skill, again, not needing dual elements. Yeah, there's nothing really going on for this item. Let's get rid of that really, really quick. I think my account got banned, I don't know why. From the game, or what do you mean? If it's from the game, then you most likely have been using a modded version of the game, or autoclicker or something like that. Wow, the first item quality line. But absolutely terrible lines. Wow. Would you look at that? Would you? Would you look at that? Just you. I'm not gonna let you stare at it any longer. Let's go get another item quality line. Wow. I mean, cooldown and stun, again, not terrible for crowd control. So, possible item for slingers if you don't have anything better, but flying damage is kinda, we don't want that. And with these lines, nah. Impressively bad. Maybe we have gotten 2 item quality items now, so maybe the third one is the charm and it's actually a staff with double cooldown. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna be keeping this one. If it had a +1 summon unit or another stun line or something, then maybe. Or even maybe slow line, I don't know. No. Okay, then this is a very terrible item again. The only good line is the 1 cooldown, and I can't really justify keeping this item by any means. I'm gonna waste my oranges as well to spam as for as long as I have red dust. Ivan, welcome. You are not late, just in time. Just in time. We are always just in time here. Fire, physical, critical chance, leader, summon, defense. A very useless E-line. Critical chance is always a nice line to have, but with this combination, no. I think we should have still enough for a couple of more, so let's keep on going. Another cooldown skill level +1 stuff with a damage reduction line. This time with physical damage and MP cost. So we kept one pretty much exactly like this. I'm not gonna be keeping another one. I won't be needing that many of CDE staffs with these lines. So the one we kept was better one, right? So we can destroy that for sure. No issues there. Need one of those, and we always get what we don't need anymore, right? Once you get one of the thing that you are looking for, then you start getting a lot of them. That I don't know why it works like that, but it just does. Now give me that. No. Still no. Still no. I could use a very good hammer as well if I can get one for Thor, in case I want to go lightning. How many defense skills and summon defense skills we are getting for yellow lines today? So freaking many. I have no idea when we will run out of dust, but let's just keep on going. This is also, even if for Dark Lightning Archer, for in the newest update, it's a terrible item. Lightning damage is not that great. Lightning damage is basically the only semi-useful, and even then you would just want critical lines. So no. Do we have more? Yes, we have. Wow. We don't have a bow user that can use even critical area skill damage lines, so the only useful line in here would be physical damage for Bowmaster or Sniper, and even then it's a very terrible item. No freaking way. Oh, come on. Well, +1 arrows. Critical chance is not that terrible, but for Dark Elf, if you don't have +1 arrow, horrible item. Luck got nerfed too, I guess so. I mean, I hope we get more luck in the update, if nothing else. I don't know if I want to keep on like farming more before the update or after the update. I think currently my kill time is pretty much the same in beta and in normal game version, so I don't know. Hello, Zumga. Don't know what you're saying, but hello, welcome. Do we have more dust? No. That's sad. We are out of dust. How much dust do we have? Well, okay. I'm not gonna be wasting more oranges, I guess. We will gather some more crystals and then we will craft another one. Damn. So we kept one CDE staff, and even that was like a semi useless, most likely. So not great. Not great. Let's see how our dragon farming will go. Maybe we'll have more luck in here instead. Maybe I should use altar as well. I need to change my hotkey for that one. Where's my... There we go. Also, I tried farming with the lightning build that I showed in the beta, and the kill time was basically the same because of the reduced chest time that we get in the update from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. But you have to click much more stuff than with this because giants are having summon only once, so you only have to click them once and that's fine. So it's basically like lazy automatic farming almost. But with the lightning build you have to click more because you have to click, of course you have to click Bowmaster again, and then you have to keep on clicking Zeus as well instead of giants, so it takes a lot more work to farm with that build. How many shields do you have on your dragon? I have 259,000 currently. I want to get this to 500,000. Not gonna happen before the update most likely, but eventually that's my goal, I think. Well, maybe 1 million would be like an endgame goal for defense for Bone Dragon for me, but 500,000 is nice. And I don't know if Calypso is still here, but he hit 600,000 defense on Bone Dragon today. So congratulations to Calypso. What an absolute mad farmer, man. I have confidence that the first E item from Bone Dragon today will be a good one. Because we had such bad luck with the crafts. That must mean that we get a good E item from Bone. Oops, Bone defense is literally my wave. It's really insane. And he's much slower on total waves than I am. He's been farming like a madman. Like a true madman. The sword you got for giants now gonna be useless. Trust me, Leo, I know. I've been crying on the inside for as soon as those changes hit the beta server yesterday. I don't want to see that item go. It's like the perfect freaking item. It's the best item I have in this entire game, and it's gonna be basically useless if I can't use giants. So I might not look like it, but I'm devastated. Absolutely devastated. More than all my dragons and dungeons combined? It's probably more than all of mine combined as well. My legendary dragon defense is terrible. On sad note, if meta changes, imagine how many strong items you deleted that could be used in other builds. LOL. Well, good thing I'm a little bit of a hoarder, so my inventory is full. I have items for... I don't know, you name it. I have a couple of items saved up in here, so I will probably be able to use something, even if meta changes. And especially because I have so many like double or triple critical items, they are basically useful in any build, so that's a good thing. But that's why I don't want to destroy things that have nice lines but are not currently useful. Because you never know what happens in the future. Even if it takes a year or two, you will be happy if you did not delete that item that seemed to be useless in the current meta at the time. Because you never know. I still have so many items in my inventory that I will never need for sure. But most of them are at least like decent. Of course, if I get something that's completely useless like gold per hit or flat damage or stuff like that, then I will of course delete those. What are good items to keep of meta? Well, for example, I mean like I should have, let's see. Where are hammers, for example? For example, I have like a double critical +1 summon unit hammer. Well, Ice Master is useless, but Golem Master is useless right now, right? But in case, you never know. So if you get an item like this, even if it's a hammer, it can't be used on giants, but I would still save it in case it becomes useful in future, for example, you know. I also have a double cooldown skill level +1 hammer in here. Interesting. I might want to use that on, well, I don't know. Flat cooldown is not that great for Smith, but... Welcome back again. Welcome back again, Mason. A double lightning damage cooldown with critical chance. If this was... I don't know. Again, something like this is probably something you might think of keeping, but again, critical lines are most likely always going to be stronger than elemental lines, so critical is what you want. But in case you don't have like a staff for Lightning Wizard, for example, in case you could use him one day, you might keep this for that chance. And if you get the better one, then you destroy this one. Yeah, +2 chain on hammers. Yeah, they are useful for Thor, so if you get a good one, even if it's not the meta right now, I would keep it. I will not keep... If this was a CDE, cooldown skill level, or bonus gold skill level or something else, I would keep it. But I'm not gonna keep this one. Even for the cooldown line, if it was a cooldown skill level +1 with the single percentual cooldown, it would be a very nice stuff to use. For your Necromancer, for example. So the first item was not something we kept from Bone Dragon today, but the next one will be. Trust me. Will Giants get replaced? Well, in beta, most likely. We don't know for sure yet. We have to see what will happen before the update comes live. But for now it looks like they get so heavily nerfed, they will be very crippled compared to what they are right now. Media channel on my Discord server? The image from you? I will check it after stream. What could we use instead of giants? Well, giants and summons in general will get nerfed, so if we think of like a physical summon build, we don't really have much options in there. So most likely, again, we don't know for sure yet, but maybe we will want to start from lightning instead of physical after the update. We don't. Okay, I don't know yet. I'm not gonna be making that recommendation right now. That you should all change to lightning. Someone please clip me just me saying you should all change to lightning, because we don't know. Because everything might still change in the beta. And I do hope we get a little bit more balance before it goes live. So that physical summon will still be an option, but that we could also use other elements. That would be great. Nyaxon, you're pretty much starting to be at the point anyway where Cold Water Battle will not be profitable anymore. Maybe for a 200 waves or so at most, so you might wanna just switch over to free auto battle build instead. But if you wanna still keep on using the Gold Auto Battle, then you should make sure it's a copy of the meta build. What you currently have, based on the image, you are missing some elements from the physical summon build. You can see the beginner build video on my channel, for example, that will show you the gold build with physical summon units. For example, you don't have the bar building behind your castle. His image is in my Discord server. And the link to join in the Discord is in the chat right now. If you're not there yet, do so right now. But yeah, you are missing, for example, a bar building, and you are using a wrong leader. Got so many items that I... Yeah, well, we are all like at our own point of the game, you know? But it can be discouraging seeing people... other people destroying items that you would absolutely love to get your hands on, right? I know the feeling. Would be amazing if there was at least one really strong build for each element. I do agree, and I guess with proper like funding and like end game items, then you probably can run a lot of different kind of builds. Difference will be most likely your wave speed. But if we get a lot of other options, like a lot of other elements that could be useful, I would love to see some changes in how you can like switch your build, how you can reset your heroes, because it's overly, like, needlessly complicated in this game. It's just stupid how hard it is to reset your build and try something else. It's that's maybe the main thing I don't like in this game. It's too hard. It's too complicated. It doesn't make any sense. Even though if we are getting nerfs to this build and we get an update, we will get free reset tickets. Yeah, sure. So we have one shot of trying to reset our build to be stronger or as strong as it was before. And if you screw that, then you are screwed. Even if you have access to red crystals, so you can buy hero reset tickets, which is only accessible for the top 300, basically. You can only buy one reset ticket per week. Doesn't make any sense. So you can only reset one hero per week. So if you need to like change 4 heroes in your build, you have to wait for a month to be able to do that. Doesn't make any sense. Hey Dark Hill. You got the DCD IQ? Wow, dude, congratulations. Congratulations. Were the both of the cooldown lines percentual, or was the one of them flat cooldown? Damn, that's an amazing. Congratulations, dude. Barrick, nothing to write home about. I'm gonna get the DCD IQ stuff. I will. But not yet. But it might be just around the corner, you know? We are not gonna be winning one Bone Dragon before that. Hey Samuel, welcome, how are you doing? We are doing absolutely great today. Right, chat? Right? Right? And yeah, the best leader for you, Nixon, is Edward in the physical summon meta build currently. The best units for damage are the ones that Pompey just said. Just a few lines above your message. Giant, Bowmaster, Sniper, and Edward. In the current meta of the game. You got on DCD IQ on your second E item ever. Wow, that's some luck, dude. That's some serious luck. I would make a lottery ticket if I was you, if I were you. Damn. Thank you for confirming, Maddie. We are doing absolutely great here. You having a busy day? or business as usual. Samuel, this is the current game version. This is not beta. This is just what we have currently. I'm farming on my main account right now. I went through the changes and some beta test thingies before I started farming. So if you want, you can rewind a little bit back. Like start this stream or video from the beginning and you will see all the changes in beta and everything we went through. Calypso, are you here by the way?
Calling for Calypso. Calypso, are you here? Do you copy?
About to get busy? Well, I hope you survive. I was gonna say I hope you enjoy, but I don't know how much you can generally enjoy having a busy workday. So just I hope you survive. Have fun, dude, if you can. And again, by the way, congratulations on your latest Hell mode personal best. You think you will be able to crack the 300 soon? I like turtles as pets, or can you eat turtles? I don't know. Is that a weird thing to ask for? I will survive. Food. Food. Currently using David Horn +2 and it's very easy, but when I switch to David Horn +3, the final bosses annihilate me. What should I do? What's your current wave level right now? I would say you most likely are not in a rush to change. I'm not gonna be keeping this one. Hero damage skill, not a useless. It's a pretty decent line, but I don't need that item. Okay, once again, Mason, thanks for joining in. Enjoy your lunch. Nixon, you wanna switch over the free auto battle build so you can use free auto battle. So you can just wave while you are away. I will link the free auto battle video in the chat right now for you. Really need that top 100. Not really getting improvement, it's getting lucky in the run. So maybe you are just getting better with your timings, you know? I do agree, getting lucky some runs is extremely great. The longer that you play, the less upgrade items you find. Yeah, that is true. But it's also like a natural thing, because if you have most of the items that you need, it's gonna be very hard to find like an upgrade for yourself again. And that's kind of goes for anything, right? I guess it works in real life as well. And again, I will say, I think I said this once in this stream, but if you are in the position in the game right now where you can get your first units to level 10,000, I would recommend level 1 of your units at least level 10,001 to make sure that you will be able to get free reset tickets with the new update when it comes. It will likely take weeks, so you will have time to level up your units if you are not there just yet. But if you can get your first unit to level 10,000, give it 1 extra level to make sure you are eligible for a free reset tickets. We usually get free reset tickets with every update that changes heroes or units somehow. First time for me, I can watch it live. Welcome, welcome! You are much warmly welcome. How are you doing? What wave you have to get your first level 10,000 hero. Not before level 100, wave 100,000 at least usually. So between 100 and 200,000 waves. New waves? There might be a new dragon in the future. Well, I'm pretty sure I will be ready for next dragon as well, if that ever happens. Even if you get a ton of reset ticket, yeah, you might be able to get. I don't know. Level 10,000 just might be enough for the reset tickets, but I'm not completely sure. So I would level them to 10,001 just to be sure. Do the monsters get weaker later on, or how do you use Devil Horn +4? Actually, that gives you +5 waves. They don't get weaker. But you get stronger because you will get more items. And items are what really will make you stronger. And having more skill points for the skill tree, that also will make a tremendous difference compared to your early game. So if you look at my skill tree, for example, well, this is for dragons, so don't copy it for your waving. But I do have a lot of skill points, so you won't be having this in early game. So this obviously makes a huge difference. And having like a lot of cooldown for your pure wizard makes a huge difference. So the items and the skill points will make you stronger. So that enables you to use the higher level Devil Horns. And it will really depend. Like if you never farm for items, you might go to 10 million waves and you might not be able to do the higher level Devil Horns because you don't have the necessary items for it. So you have to at some point get the items somehow. My nose is so itchy. Well, we can farm. Well, we can craft one item at least now. Let's farm enough items so we can craft two. Hey, muted. Well, all the information that you really need for races is in the Discord. There's even a spreadsheet that you can use for free, made by Floss, which is just super useful. One skill point to use. Anyone here who is triggered, because I've been told before that I have unused skill points and it's annoying for some people. How good eyes do you have in there? I didn't even notice myself. Can you comment on how the 10k rogue ins earns gold with the low damage? The reason level 10k rogue is able to earn gold or do damage even on higher wave levels, so even for me, for example, on 7 million waves, is because of the static orb. So this one over here. So this one will always deal damage according to the enemy's HP. So it's a percentual damage. So if the enemy has higher HP, will deal more damage. Always deal percentual damage. And it's completely irrelevant to Rogue's actual level, as long as it's level 10,000, so you can actually use the orb. So that is why he can do damage even on level 10,000 on like 7 million waves. I did try, Lars, I did try one Infinite Colony with Lightning build in beta, and I can win, but it's very slow. It's much slower for sure, so that's an issue. Is Poseidon Ice also useful to anything? Poseidon might be if you have a lot of skill points and very good items, possibly. I have not much experience on it myself, and it's still probably it was like weaker than your other options. So I sorcerer most likely no. Only cooldown, sadly not a cooldown skill level, so nope. Nope. Dust you must become. I think only might be a big problem beta stays here. That might also mean we have to think of the build we want to use so that we can actually clear Infinite Colony as well. Doing waves on full lightning is fine. Doing even dragons on full lightning is reasonable. But I think Infinite Colony is, yeah, gonna be a problem at that case. Maximus, we went through the changes at the beginning of the stream, so if you want, you can rewind back the beginning and watch it from there. You will see everything. I also did some testings on physical summon and some lighting stuff as well over there. And this video will be viewable as a video after the stream ends forever. Da, da, da. Which way should I beat to beat Sin Dragon? Well, it's not much about waves, it's more like your level. So if you have your damage dealers on level 1000, you will be able to beat Sin quite fast at that point. I do have a Sin video on my channel. Do I have a command for Sin? Let's see. I forgot if I have one. There we go. There's the Sin Dragon video if you want that. Area skill damage MP cost, it's a max roll of MP cost, but otherwise, but a useless item. Nexon, you should check the guides and FAQ channel in my Discord. That will have your skill tree questions answered. There will be image versions over there about the skill tree. In the lower levels, I spent way too much time doing long battles on dragons, trying to get items. Yeah, that's always the thing you have to decide if it's worth farming, and if the kill time is very slow, it's not gonna be worth farming the dragons at that point. So the best thing at that point always you can do is keep on waving until you can kill the dragon faster. And also killing anything below Sin is usually just complete waste of time. So at early game I would just keep on waving until you can kill Sin and then farm Sin. Hey Kirby. Who will win, Bamboozle or Sweetie? What's the difference right now? I haven't checked the leaderboards in a while. Castle versus Castle. Well, that's an interesting question. I'm gonna vote for Bam. I would vote for Bam at that point. Double gold damage, boss damage, hero damage, skill level. Nah. Not gonna be keeping this one either. How to play beta? There will be a link that will contain the instructions. You might have to use a translator on your browser to translate the page, but there's the link for beta. Can I give my guild name here? Dark Hell, go ahead. I don't mind. Sorry, I missed your message. Do we know how much? No, I don't think we know. The high-end game players usually don't reveal too much of their personal accounts. Really nice one. I read that and I could hear the song in my head. In your videos, you tend to put L items on your heroes, so why farm E equipment? So that I can upgrade those L items to E items, because E items are ultimately always the best thing you can have. Because they can have all the same lines that L items have, plus they always have one yellow line, and you mainly want the cooldown skill level plus one line. So eventually E items are the best items you can get. But a good L item with good lines is better than an E item with very bad lines. So it's just much easier to get L items. So much of your build will most likely be L items for a long time. But at this point, most of my items are starting to be E items right now. I still have a couple of L items in my build, but I'm trying to upgrade them to E items eventually. Is it worth getting extra sentries for sniper? As you get the skill points, yes. It will help you a lot in early game if you can get those. And you can find the image versions of Physical Summon early game skill tree on my Discord channel. If you're not there yet, all the more reason to join. It's completely free, and I would love to see you there. There's a channel called Guides and FAQ that will contain that information.
What does it mean to be happy? 'Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on the show.
We will also be getting more skill points earlier on when the update hits live, so you will likely get a couple of more skill points for you to use than what you currently have right now, once we eventually get the update. For example, a little bit over 50,000 waves account, my early game account, will be able to get like full physical tree and the sword node and the bow node from the other circle as well at 50,000 waves, and you can't have that currently at 50,000 waves, so there's a huge difference. How's it going, Richard? Lost the roll, I see. Bye bye, Muted. See you next time. Ichika, hello. How are you doing? Welcome. Not nice. I can't farm bomb. I'm trying to reach, trying to get to top 300 in faves first time. It's so hard to reach top 300. I'm at 240. I wish you will be able to get it. Good luck. Good luck, Bane. It does feel good if you are able to get red crystals from waves. Frosty, my summon units stay alive for so long because I am using summon only once skill node in summon skill tree. If you go to my YouTube page, there's a video guide for Immortal Summons that will explain how it works. Don't think I have it as a command. I should add that. Someone remind me after stream. It's weird because I can get top 100 on L mode, but can't get the top 300 in waves. The difference, like the bar, is high on waves, kinda, because people at that point are just constantly waving. A lot of them. And well, I guess the difference, like if you can get to top 300 and then to top 200, it's not that huge. So once you can up your wave per hour speed a little bit, you will be able to reach it much easier eventually. Like breaching that barrier is the hard part. Is free DCD staff still a thing in beta? It should be. I didn't check after the latest update, but I think it should be. Do I still have the beta in here? Let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's still a thing. Yeah. So this is a beta. This will be in your calling map after the update. You will get a free double cooldown S staff from this one. Third CDE and it has critical chance and cooldown. That's not a terrible item at all. Not at all. Is it an accessory or a weapon, Leo? MD, well, gold is very relevant to your wave, so it's kinda impossible to say if it's good or not. Accessory? Yeah, definitely a useful item. Like for a long time. If you have better right now for Bowmaster Edward, you might be able to just lay that on someone, but eventually you might be able to use it on one of those, or even just for the cooldown line in late game, for Necromancer for example, or just Chrono or something. It's a very useful item. A lot of options where you can put it. It's not perfect, no, but it's useful. Lightning, and Fire Mastery. Wow, that should be illegal, right? Do we have enough already for 2 items? So I want to craft, because I feel like the game didn't give us what we were looking for from crafting. Yeah, we have enough for 2 items, so let's craft those 2 items. Let's see. I can drop some damage on Sniper and Bowmaster to have that CDE. Yeah, but also if you can just put the CDE on some slave unit, that's also an option. And still keep the better damage item for now on Sniper or Bowmaster. Yeah, elemental E-lines are really weak, yeah, I do agree. They should be buffed in a way. They are just not something you want. Back in the days, do you kind of remember who is in the first place in waves before Sweet Pea? The only name I remember is Sweet Pea. I remember the days where Sweet Pea had less than 1 million waves. I have actually a screenshot of him having 999,999 waves. And at that point he was a rank 1. Okay, let's do 2 items. Wow, that's... There's not a single line on this item that could be useful. Not a single line on this item. Damn. Welcome, everyone is welcome to join in here. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing great. Slow. Item is called per hit point. Okay, and the only useful line is the slow line in here. So yeah, we are not gonna be keeping this one. I would love to get a staff with 2 cooldown lines and item quality line. That's what I'm really looking for. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. Sorry, Dakel. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. So the item I'm really looking for is a double cooldown stuff with item quality line. Go up here, Wizard. It's basically, I would say, the only item I need. Well, I can run without the item, but the item that I really want for my build. What I got? What did you get? What? Sweet Bee was on top in my memory pre-skill tree when we were running Witches and Fire Ogre. Yeah. I do remember that one. Camouflage Chicken, welcome. This is crazy, I do agree. I feel the same way. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I hope you are doing well as well. Does stun knockback work on town cannons? No. Crowd control lines don't work on town archers or town cannons. Town archers and town cannons can only make use of lines that are listed in the skill tree in the town archer section. So only the lines that are listed in these skill nodes over here are something that can be used by your town archers. So if it's not listed in these nodes over here, it cannot be used. See you later, Ivan. Thanks for joining in. Real OG hero is White Wizard, I would say. Or White Mages. At some point there was a thing that made... I don't remember if it was that... If you use the unpromoted version, were you able to get -1 second cooldown for himself as well, or did his ability just affect himself as well? There was some sort of a bug with White Mages back in the days, so he was actually preferred over Pure Wizard at that point. Any information about the new update? Well, we got some changes for the beta that I went through at the beginning of this stream. You can rewind to the back if you want to go through them again. And we don't know when the update is gonna be hitting live servers. Most likely weeks still. It's a long beta. Like, I was expecting we to get the update by now, like at least by now, like even earlier, and I'm sure other were as well. I only made the one video about the update, and then I covered the changes in these live streams. So for people who don't watch these live streams, they're probably wondering like if the game developer is dead or something, because there's no new news about the update. There's only max level for heroes like, for example, Pure Wizard Chrono and heroes like that. There's not really max level for any damage dealer hero. Did you watch the new Deadpool movie? No, but I would love to see it. Did you see it? And if you did, don't spoil. Don't spoil, please. No spoilers for anyone. But did you enjoy it? Was it a good one? Because I think I will love to see it at some point. Zeus or Knight? For physical summon build, Knights. For lightning build, Zeus. They're very different kind of heroes, but neither is really in the current meta. Before the update hits live. I'm glad to hear that, Region. I'm glad to hear that. Current beta right now, I went through it in the beginning of this stream. Really enjoyed it, especially the opening sequel. Oh, okay. That sounds good. I will make sure to watch it at some point when I get the chance. Okay, come on. Can we get one good item? One good item. I want to end the stream with no great... something great. I mean, we get what one item today, and even that was just... like, not that great. Do I still have dark crystals? Not much, less than 10,000, so I guess I have to stop using the altar soon. Worst possible item to get. Wow, okay, let's take suggestions. What do you think is the worst possible item to get? For me, it will definitely have a Mimic chance line. It most likely double gold per hit, flat damage, Mimic chance. Bow or hammer. I don't watch wrestling, no. I don't really watch a lot of sports, to be honest. Maybe I should watch more, but I don't know, I just don't. Is it good to get red crystals? Well, it will be eventually possible for you if you keep on playing, and well, getting red crystals from hell mode is gonna be easier than getting red crystals from waving. So if you can get a decent down after hell mode build running, you will be able to eventually get them. All minimum roll DC the IQ. Well, calm down, Satan, calm down. That's... yeah, that's even more devastating than just the Mimic chance. Yeah. But we have a winner, okay. No more bets, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Gotta craft a couple of L items so that we might be able to craft one more E item at least today. There's not many L items that I would keep. There might be something if it's like a perfect item that I'm able to craft, then I might keep something, but most of these are just instant dust for me. Yeah, Poison Hammer, it's kind of, yeah. At least which wave can we defeat Bone Dragon? Well, it's not gonna be about the wave, it will be about the levels, and with this meta, you probably would have been wanting to have like level 30,000 giants. You can defeat Bone Dragon a little bit earlier, so as long as your giants can survive the breath without dying, it will be hard and very slow, but that's possible. Like level 30,000 giants will be decent enough to kill Bone Dragon, I believe. But we will have to see how things change with the update. So it's very hard to give like advice that will be 100% true 1 month from now on, for example. We're living kind of like an interesting times right now because, I mean, the meta build is still the meta build and there's no reason right now to go and change it a lot. The people that will suffer most are most likely people who don't have anything over level 10,000 yet, because changing builds at that point will be harder. But at that point you are not really looking to use the highest level Devil Horn anyway, so you will probably be just fine with the old build until you can do the switch eventually. But if you are running like highest level Devil Horns, then you will have over level 10,000 units, and then you will have to reset your heroes with reset tickets, which is much easier at that point. But right now, if I were to start a new account, it would be really tough to decide if I want to go with lightning or physical, because right now it looks like it will be lightning I would like to start with, but anything might change in the beta, so it's very interesting. There's a lot of uncertainty in the next coming weeks or months, to be honest. Currently farming Legendary Dragon, no problem with the build you just suggested. That's great to hear, Raquel, that's great to hear. I wish you good luck with your drops. At least better luck than what I'm having right here, right now. Is there a way to translate the whole beta? Do you mean the beta link? Okay. Usually, like Google Chrome, for example, will be able to automatically translate it to you. But if you just want to read about the changes, I made an image version of the translated version in the description box of this stream, so you can find the image version of the changes in there. It's translated with Google Translate, so some words might be a little, I don't know, sketchy, but you can, it's understandable. That's more than enough, I guess. Do you think I could be able to get giants from 6,800 to 10,000 before updates so I can get reset ticket? I think you have a solid chance. It will likely take a while before the update comes. I think the reset tickets could also be changed. They will actually reset the hero to level 1 instead of level 10,000. Right now, what Reset Ticket does, if someone is wondering, it will just reset a hero back to level 10,000 if it's over level 10,000, and it will give you back the gold that you used to level that hero over those 10,000 levels. Thank you, Darkhell. Well, it's a small game. But the community, what we have in here, I absolutely love it. Small, but I would say not very toxic community. Of course, a little bit sometimes, but overall, I think the community of Core Castle is pretty decent. Or maybe I'm not in those servers that are more toxic. But I want to think, and I want to try and keep things welcoming to everyone, and like non-toxic in general. Yeah, getting E items is very hard. Like crafting is very slow, and even Bone Dragon, the drop chance, even with the strange key, is 3.5. So. Oh, I'm out of dark crystals. Wow. What do you mean, Calypso? No good items? Well, I think you have plenty of good items, dude. I think the grass is always greener on the other side, right? But there's a lot of people, like majority of people have worse items than you have. I can see the reaction emote spams, yes. I have no idea who does that, but I can see it in the corner. It's visible to me, yes. Calypso, you and me both. I mean... Well, true, you have 600,000 bone, but also you have other great items as well. And by the way, what time does the season start in Diablo? Is it like in a couple of hours or what? Anyone else in here? I know Calypso is eagerly waiting for the next Diablo season. Anyone else in here? In 50 minutes? Oh, so that's so close. So close, so close. Oh, Maddie as well. I completely skipped. I think I skipped season 3 and season 4. So I'm kinda... yikes. Yeah, the ones that have a DC, I go, yeah. Like I said, the grass is always greener. On the other side, you always want more and more. What class are you gonna play, Matty? How is Barbarian looking for the next season? I think Necromancer and Barbarian are my two favorite classes, like ever, so. If I have time to play this season, I will most likely make one of those anyway. I should try the Druid, I guess. I don't know. Barb with Omega nerfed? Oh, that doesn't sound good. So first they take away my Giants, then they take away my Barbarian. What world are we living in? Is there any reason? Wow, double critical damage, S tier hammer. Wow. Yeah, you could save this in early game if you get something like this. The possibility if you use Zeus or Thor. Unless you get L items. Summon Necro also. Oh my. Okay, so no Necromancer then. I mean, I enjoyed Bone Spear Necromancer, but I kind of want to run a minion build. Bone Spirit. I don't think. Well, I could do that, I guess. But Necromancers are still like slow walking, right? Fortress Sega? Is it it's a mobile game? Or what? Yeah, possibly I should try the minion build then on Druid. But it's not Necromancer. It's a different thing. They're like animals. And not undead animals. Oh my... yeah, blame this all on me, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, in general, it's... Have you ever noticed that if there's something you enjoy, for example, like a food that you genuinely enjoy, the stores will remove it after a while because you like it. And they will only keep the bad ones. And it happens to in games as well, I guess, so everything I like will get nerfed to the ground eventually. Double stun jams S tier bracelet. Definitely worth keeping in your early game. Stuff like this makes me wonder, like, if I wanna keep this, but I have absolute need for this item, but because it's a double stun jams, it's a beautiful item, so I want to keep it, but I have so many items that I have no chance but to destroy this one. Definitely useful in your early and mid game. For slingers, flying orcs, even Dorothy, for example. And this one would be like useful on Giants and Edward as well until you get the +1 summon unit. The 2 other best lines you can get. Wanja, we don't have a date. Most likely weeks still, because there will be most likely more changes to be made in the beta before the release. We just have another slow line to be perfect. Yeah, if that was an L item with double stun and 1 slow line, it would have been a perfect item. That is true. Meteor Sorcerer will have basically 0 cooldown and entire screen will be meteors. LOL. Well, that does sound interesting. I'm not sure if it's my playstyle, but that does sound very interesting. How long do you think it will take to farm the items necessary for that? To get it like up and running properly? This is the live server, yes, Tan. This is live currently on my main account. I went through the beta server previously when I started the stream, so you can rewind back to the beginning if you want to watch the beta things. But this is on live server. You can sow item in my Discord channel. There's the channel, flex your items here. Other games on mobile, currently no. I've been kind of trying to look for new games. I haven't found anything too interesting yet. On PC, I do play PUBG, Battlegrounds, and, well, nothing much more like right now. Don't know if I will be playing Diablo this season or not. I'm trying to go through Elden Ring slowly as well. But mainly PUBG Battlegrounds on PC. Fortress Sega. I will try to remember to look that up. I promise I will try to remember. How pay to win of a game is it? Do you have like any estimation? No Elden Ring stream? I know. I'm sorry. I also started to like go through it with my IRL friend, so I can't stream that, unfortunately. Maybe I will stream it at some point as well. I have a secondary account that I could use and go through. I haven't even started the DLC yet. I bought it, I haven't even started. How do you click so fast when clicking the different dragons and dungeons? I use hotkeys, so I press buttons on my keyboard. Do it. I have a video, I will link it in the chat right now, that will go through setting up an emulator and also setting up those hotkeys. If you're interested, the link is in the chat right now. I'm sorry, Barrick, I'm sorry. I will have to see if I can do a stream or two. It's like a solid game. Oh. Minecraft on PC. I have promised that one day I will stream Minecraft. I have made the promise. I don't know when. Is it this year? Is it next year? I have no idea. I have made the promise that it will happen one day. I have never played it. Never. 0 minutes. So I have no idea what to do. I want to get 1 or 2 more items before calling it a day. At least 1 more so we can craft 1 more item. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? ECD flat staff? Oh, congratulations. Nice, dude. Your first one, I guess? That's a solid boost, like that's a huge boost. I will have to see after this update if I wanna get some more gold by turning some of my red crystals into gold. Because I've been just buying the 10 hours of auto battle every week, and everything excessive to that I will have just been saving. Dark Health, those for sure are nice items. Congratulations. DCD IQ especially very, very useful. Both of them are extremely useful, but that's awesome. I mean, even if it's a 2% all cooldown lines, it's still very useful for like for now it's probably useful for you on PoE side Necromancer, right? But eventually it will be useful for a Smith or a Alchemist. D tier the White Mage and L tier the Necromancer. Just make sure that your Necromancer's cooldown is, if possible, lower than your Pure Wizard cooldown. Castle vs. Castle in Forza Sega. Damn. Oh, let's see how bad I would be in PvP. Again, give me one more E item, and then I can craft that DCD IQ staff, because I just need one more. I do wish you get the +1 summon sword soon. Because in Giant Meta it's a huge increase. It's a really huge increase. Do you have an accessory with +1 summon even? Will keep farming after update drops if I have to drop the DH3. So you mean you will keep on farming on Giant build? Are you sure? I had pretty much identical kill times on physical and lightning build for my quick testing in beta. I didn't test too much, so there might be differences. Or it could be the reason that like the factor that I used Altar. Not sure, but it didn't seem that terrible. The lightning farming. Yeah, I mean, with the nerfs, if it goes through like that, most of people will keep on not updating their game until they really have to. The only downside is that if you don't update, you won't be able to start leveling your support units to 10,000 with crystals, so you will be kind of missing out on that, but like, who cares? Yeah, most reasonable thing is to expect that he will have to force it. At some point, at least. Dagel, I think you are extremely lucky. I mean, if you get a DCD IQ on your second E item ever, you can't really get much luckier than that, to be honest. If it was a percentual and flat line DCD IQ, then you would be the luckiest alive. But that's very, very lucky either way. Like, I have one DCD IQ, and yeah, I have one. Yeah, but Merrick, he can just like enforce like making you unable to play unless you update. That's basically what all games do, right? They tell you there's an update available and it's required to download the update if you want to keep on playing. Yeah, previously I don't think he has really enforced. Unless you are like too many game versions behind, but he can do it if he wants to, for sure. Yeah, so we will have to see, I guess. Or I mean, well, you can't really just keep the update. Like, update on one device and then have the older versions on one device, so you can kind of, I don't know. Does he care enough to do it? Well, if it makes him more money, it's a pretty solid motivator, right? Where's my E item? I want one more E item. Come on. Oh yeah, there's that issue as well. Well, I think one thing I will most likely do before the update is to just try and get as much infinite colonies done as possible before updating the game. I will probably forget, but if I remember, I will try to do that. Ever stream on Twitch? Most likely, yes. When I have, well, can't say when I have enough time to set it up. When I just can be bothered to set it up. Yeah, it would be fun to try. Yeah, you can keep downloads just for now, if they do that much. You can likely even use a Dark Skeleton to boost them for now, instead of Dorothy. Seika is sometimes confused in the guide to never stop yapping. But the more you progress in the game, the more you understand. Well, at least the game has a guide. Castle. Hope you get the DC Daiku stuff. Thank you. I mean, we might get it at any second. You never know. That's the beauty of this. Hundreds of hours of farming this stupid dragon. You never know when you get it. You never know. It might be this one. It might be very like this one right now. It's not, but it could be. Or it could be this one. It's possible. Well, as long as it's a hammer. Nope. Maybe it's this one. In Grogas, you have to guess what some item lines and skill lines. Yeah. I mean, if you're just playing the game and you don't look any external guide, like you don't use YouTube, you don't use Discord, you don't use Reddit even, you're gonna be so confused. And you're gonna miss out on so much stuff that you think works this way, but actually it works this way. Because the game just don't wanna tell it to you. And so 8 hits from the Bone Dragon. That's a start. I mean, if I don't have any healer in here, so I will also eventually die the Bone Dragon. Because the breath and the headbutt attack, they deal personal damage, so they will always be able to kill you. The normal fireball attack does say fixed damage, so that you can survive a longer time if you have higher level castle. Bonus gold with 1 knockback line. Not worth enough. Keeping... yeah, no. I mean, there are also strong points in updating, even if the nerf hits because of the free double cooldown stuff, for example, and the option to level your Pure Wizard, Necromancer and others to level 10,000 for skill point and orbs. There's like good things also, and reduce chest timer, dragons and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, challenging Bone Dragon in early game, it's scary, and it should be scary. Like, he should be the big bad end game boss of this game. He doesn't seem that scary right now anymore, but the beta test server is for testing new stuff before they go live. So the reason for that is that we can test stuff and the developer can see if things work or not in the way that he has planned for them to work, for example. So if the things he has planned in theory will actually work in real life, so it gives him the option to fine-tune things before going live. That's the reason of beta test server. But yeah, most of the stuff go through without changes usually. Right now there's been a couple of changes between the different versions of this beta because it's been a very long beta. A very long beta. I just hope we get it before Christmas, dude. Ah. With cooldown skill level +1 line, it would not be a terrible item at all, but with this calling cooldown skill, I mean, lightning damage critical chance useful for Thor or Zeus in case you use lightning damage reduction, not so much, and calling cooldown is just not that great compared to cooldown skill level, so I'm not gonna be keeping it. Those are the items that are like almost good, but still not just good enough at all. Thank you for the subscription, welcome. Much appreciated. This game is so unrealistic, your tower is literally made with stone and sticks, and it can withstand the dragon. Yeah, and all of these guys are just floating around in there. They are not standing on anything, they are just floating around in your castle. And I mean, they are even... Okay, I'm dying because I didn't summon my giants. They are even a little bit too much in the left. Like, they are standing in air. You can see. Very unrealistic. Hope they won't cancel the lightning build buff. Lightning build has not gotten any buffs or nerfs in the beta. It's basically the same as it is right now. Items for towers, that might be interesting. I mean, I don't see why can't we get orbs for towers, for example, like the castle pots. And items for towers could be a thing. Why not? Different kind of items than what we have for heroes. Why not? Different stuff to farm for. Why not? Bowmaster will have a lightning version, yes. Which is useful if you use lightning build. If you use a physical build, then the physical version is still a better one. If I could choose, I would just take the free double cooldown staff, the decreased chest timer, and the option to level Ubisoft level 10,000 from the update, and then just scrap the other changes. Lightning damage, critical damage, boss damage, and bonus gold skill level. This is not a terrible item if you think of running a lightning gold build, potentially. This with the cooldown skill level would be a really strong item for lightning build, but I guess I can keep it for the bonus gold line. Okay, Calypso, good luck on both of those. I wish you great fortune on both. Let me know about your testings. I'm always interested. My friend calls me weird for playing this game 24/7 on the phone. What's wrong with being weird? I'm weird as hell. And I love it. I love every second of it. And I also play the game 24/7 on the phone. How much critical chance do you think heroes need? Well, you're gonna get away with quite little, but the more you have, the stronger you basically are. Bane, I was also thinking the same, but then I got bored and I actually did farm beginner dungeon to get my attack speed runes that I was missing. What ping? What ping? Did I have a ping? You can't auto dragon. Dragons and dungeon must be done manually. I was saying I still need one attack speed rune for now for slingers, but that can wait until the update. And maybe I will have to farm more if I start using a different build after the update, but we will have to see. I use hotkeys to start the dragon battle. So one button on the keyboard taps one part of the screen. So one button taps the dragon statue, one button taps the bone dragon, and one taps the battle button. You can set them up on emulator, and it's fine if you just use it like one button taps one spot once. So that's fine. Using macros or like scripts is not fine. Bots and Aldous 3 are definitely worth it, yes. You will need both. You don't need them in very early games, so they can wait for a while. But at least the forts you will want so that you can craft stuff. Yeah, hotkeys help. You can also set hotkeys for your heroes as well if you just want to play purely on your keyboard. But I kinda, especially when I'm streaming, I kinda wanna do something with my other hand as well. In terms of actually playing the game and not something else. So I wanna keep on clicking stuff with my mouse. But you could definitely, I could set a couple of more hotkeys, like one for giants, one for chrono, and one for necromancer, for example. And that's almost enough for me to kill the dragon. Like this, if I wanna be very lazy. See ya, Maddie. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining in once more. Enjoy. Enjoy, my man. All giants are awesome. Well, I do like the Stone Giant promotion. Visual art look better. They are adorable. But both promotions are great. I love them both. Alrighty. Let's craft final E-item. You meant what do they look like? Yeah, same. I like how the Stone Giants look better. Okay, final. Or how much dust do we have? We have 90, yeah. So final E-item of the day. And it will be good, right? Last message about slow line? Yeah, I'm blind, sorry. Using 2 lines doesn't really give you great benefits. 1 slow line is enough. DC the IQ Hammer Barrick. I will take away your moderator rights if that happens. Well, that could be useful, but... Bow, and you are gone. No pressure. No pressure. Yeah. 1 stun. Yeah. 1 cooldown. Yeah. 0 damage. Yeah. That's a math. That's a math. Yeah, we have only 7. Well, we can craft a couple of L items, why not? This would be pretty nice for Elf. Damage line and +1 arrow. I don't need it, so it's dust. Well, early game, sniper or bowmaster item, critical damage and damage, not terrible item for them either. I don't need it though, so dust. But it's 2 useless lines out of, useful lines out of 3, so it's a decent item. Double cooldown bow, something you wanna keep in early game if you don't have these yet. I don't need it, so dust it becomes, but you wanna have these for your Helmut build, for Downhouse Helmut build, for Dark Skeleton and Hunter. So if you don't have, keep them. This, on the other hand, fire, cold, and damage reduction, this is complete garbage. Like, complete garbage. Poison, knockback, and flying, and this also. Nope. We have enough for 2 more. Yeah, they keep getting better. MP cost, cold per hit, and flat damage. Wow. Even in early game, you don't want that. It's more worthy of as a dust than that one. Fire damage, critical chance, +1 summon. Now again, if this was a sword, it would be very nice for giants for critical chance and +1 summon unit. If this was a fresh account and I would craft something like this, I might keep it just in case we get some fire hammer summon unit that it would be useful for later game. That will almost most likely never happen. But if I were early game, I might change it just for, save it just for that 0.00001% chance. We don't have a release date yet. I think there will be still more changes in beta before it comes live, so it probably will take a while. A good while, most likely. Let's hope it will be, well, eventually released. Sooner than later, but we don't know yet. Hello. I'm gonna be going and take a shower now. I do need that. Just for your information. And I'm gonna go and eat something. I'm also starving. So no DC IQ today. I don't know what happened. I was so sure I'm gonna be getting that one, but I guess it's gonna be next time that we get it, right? So make sure that next time I stream, you will be there because I will make it. Ashfall, it's gonna be very hard to say right now because there might still be more changes in the beta that might balance things out more or even change other stuff. So it's a very hard thing to say because we don't know for sure. Right now it looks like it would be beneficial, most likely, to switch over to Lightning. But again, it doesn't need much changes and that will just change. So it's really hard to say because we don't know yet exactly everything that's gonna happen. Because most likely there will be more changes in beta before it comes live. But if everything goes through as it is right now, then yes, I would say Lightning is gonna be easier for early game. The problem will be how we are gonna be doing Infinite Colony with Lightning build. It's gonna be a real pain compared to physical summon, but we'll have to see. 3 minutes per round for a plus 20 skip or what? I guess it's fine. If you are fine with that, then it's fine. It is not too long. Everyone will have different opinions, I'm sure, but if you are fine, and that's not like a single +1, then it's fine. Thanks for being here, Dark Hell. I'll see you in the next one as well. I will also go now. And let's see if I can squeeze in another stream this week. I want to farm more if possible, but I don't know yet. I will post in the Discord as soon as I do know. So, thank you for watching once again. Again, if you want to see the beta changes and the beta stuff we did, it's in the beginning of this stream. So, go to the beginning and watch over there if you want to see what we did in there and what's going to be changing. And yeah, I will see you next time. And one last question, should I do Infinite Colony until I can't? Yes. Do it as much as you can, it is your main source of passive volume until you can get profitable gold auto battle build. Yeah. Thank you so much, see you in the Discord. Also, the link is in the chat, a little bit above in the chat right now if you aren't there yet. And remember to hit the like button for this stream. Thank you so much, see you next time, my friends.